I'm a breakfast lover, and it includes many delicious savory options. Tempeh bacon, tofu eggs, and Beyond sausage patties. Delicious. But I also enjoy something on the sweeter side occasionally. So let's make something a bit fruity, slightly sweet, crisp, yet soft. Let's get baking. Today, let's make delicious cherry coconut oat scones. They're easy, wholesome, and the perfect companion to a cup of tea or coffee. And best of all, they're vegan and gluten-free. Let's start by coarsely chopping half a cup of dried cherries. Next, for our dry ingredients, 1 cup of gluten-free oats. Then I have a gluten-free flour blend that I put together. You can do this very easily by combining 1/4 cup of brown rice flour, 1/4 cup of almond flour, and 1/4 cup of all-purpose gluten-free flour. I prefer Bob's Red Mill. Next, we'll need 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Finally, for our dry ingredients, we're going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of unsweetened coconut shreds. These shreds do add some flavor, but it won't overwhelm your scone. But it will definitely add some nice texture. Now we're just going to give these a whisk to ensure it's all blended. Next steps are to get our wet ingredients together, which is pretty easy because there aren't many. First, let's make our chia seed egg. I have ground up 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and I'm going to combine that with 3 tablespoons of water. Now let's set that aside. Next, we have to melt 1/4 cup of coconut oil. While that's melting, in a separate bowl, add 1/4 cup of agave. Then add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now this is optional, but I recommend it. Add half a teaspoon of cherry flavoring. I found this amazing cherry flavoring that is vegan and gluten-free, made with natural flavors, and I find it gives the scone a nice kick. Then add the melted coconut oil, and finally the chia egg. Then mix well. Slowly add your wet ingredients to the dry while mixing on low speed. We'll only need to blend this for a short time, just enough to make sure everything is combined. Finally, stir in the chopped cherries. So now we're left with a thick clump of yummy, sticky dough. So let's prepare our pan. Place parchment paper on a sheet pan. Sprinkle on a little bit of brown rice flour. Then plop your dough in the middle. We need to form it into a circle that's about 1.5 inches thick. I'm using my favorite tool, the rubber spatula, but you can use any nonstick type of tool, or if you need to use your hands, have some flour nearby to keep your hands floured so that they don't get too sticky. Once your circle is formed, use a pizza cutter, pastry cutter, or a butter knife to cut out your portions. Then you should be able to just pull them away just a bit to give them some room during baking. Final touches, I like to sprinkle on a bit of brown sugar. Now put these in the oven at 350 and bake for about 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown. Once they come out of the oven, we'll need them to cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes. So there you have it, a very simple breakfast treat.